So that brings us to our question of the night. Should DUI limits be tougher? Let's take it to the panel. They're pretty tough. Matt Harris from the Matt and Ramona Show on 107.9 The Link. Sports talk show host QCB from The Call Up on WFNZ Sports Radio. And Kelly Davis, wife of Panthers linebacker Thomas Davis, and executive director of the Defending Dreams Foundation. All right, panel, what do you think about this?
This is it's easy for me, but it's tough to say because people assume you're, well, I love drunk driving. It's like, even though I think 0.5 is, or 0.05 is too low. Something like, I believe it's 70% of fatalities are 0.15 or higher.
77% of alcohol-related traffic deaths in Utah come from drivers with a blood alcohol content of 0.15 and above. However, that is a statistic from the American Beverage Institute, so take that with a grain of salt.
And 1% of all traffic fatalities below 0.8, according to the so you might as well put it at 0. If we can put a 0.05, you might as well put it at 0. The police officers are going to be wasting their time on somebody who had a couple of drinks when they should be going after the hardcore people, putting breathalyzers on their cars and hammering them. But to harass a woman who's had a couple of glasses of wine, I don't think is right or fair.
What do you think?
I think they can start there. If you start someone, they could be bar crawl. This is a bar crawl in Charlotte over the weekend. My earpiece just fell out, but anyway.
You can plug it back in there.
I'll do it during the commercial break.
He's got really weird ears.
Like Mariah Carey. Anyway, no, I just think it could start there because some people could jump from bar to bar, and you drink it here, you drink it there. So if they're going to lower it to 0.5, that's what it was.
0.05, yeah.
I'm down for that because you can stop something from happening. It get way worse as your night get further on as you bar hop and meet friends out.
I agree. I think lowering it, that's my personal opinion. I used to be a bartender, and I know that alcohol affects people differently. And some people, it can take one drink, and they're done. You know, I'm not a heavy drinker. I can drink a glass of wine, and I can be like, okay, I feel it. I don't need to drive. So I do think they need to lower it. I think it'd be great.
Well, that's the problem with the lowering or whatever. Like you said, everybody's different. You have medication, you can have lack of sleep, you could just not be it. And the people who drink a lot get away with it a lot more. So I think we should be worried about the hardcore people that are high, and we already have a rule for reckless driving. So if someone's driving recklessly and then you pull them over, you can cite them for reckless driving. But I don't want our resources going. What if it's 0.05? Well, mine at 0.
There are different levels of severity that get folded in when you fold alcohol into the mix, or driving under the influence of drugs or whatever the case may be. So yeah, there's reckless driving that's
exists.
One issue.
And medication,
but this adds in stiffer penalties.
Different. So I think the number, even back in 98 or whatever it was, MAD said, we'll be happy to get it to 0.08. Now people want to put this, so just make it 0. I mean, 0.0, make it 0. If you want to be arresting people just left and right all over the place, then make it 0.
You can't make it 0,
goal,
man.
well, that's what their goal was. 0.5, it might as well be.
Well, when I used to bartend, they would tell us that 0.08 was just like having 1 to 2 drinks, depending on how they made it, and that was the limit. That's what they were doing. So I think some people, 0.05 is like 1 drink. You don't think 1 drink is fine? That's good. You don't need to drink more than that.
But how about somebody? Somebody could have 3 and be fine. That's why the number is so weird. It's just a randomly.
But why take a chance on somebody's life, even if they can be fine? I've known people that have been hit by drunk drivers.
Yes, there's no utopia where it's going to be 0, and you got to ask whether the trade-off is there. To me, the trade-off of the wasted resources by the police and by the courts.
How many other things do they waste resources on? Tons of things. This
I know, and I want to cut them all down.
Stop people from losing their lives from being hit by a drunk driver.
But the odds of a 0.05 person being involved in a fatality is minuscule at best.
Well, we just saw the stat that said the crashes was down when it was 0.05. They put the crashes in half, right?
That's what they
guess, but there's no.
Right, okay.
In South Australia and Denmark, they've lowered it and has shown no effect.
Right.
I say try it and see what happens.
Yeah, let's just try to roll the dice.
And if it doesn't work, raise it back.
You'll never go back.
What do you think about the argument from opponents of this bill who say that this would hurt the tourism industry in Utah that is already struggling with a sort of an image that it's not, it's not a drinking friendly state or an alcohol friendly,
Well, Utah's a bunch of Mormons anyway, so
But do you buy that excuse, or does that ring hollow
for Utah,
for you?
but certain places. Not necessarily Utah, but Louisiana.
I know, but we're
in
talking
New York. But I'm saying I'm talking in a micro or a macro sense.
I know, but
in a micro, it's. I mean, I don't know about Utah being the drinking capital of the world.
The
I don't know.
opponents of the bill in Utah are
They have
citing that as
Uber
an
now.
issue.
They have all these different things now. You can carpool with your friends. You have designated driver programs. I don't think it makes a
Lyft, you
difference.
got everything.
You can pay $8 for a drink, then you can pay $8 for an Uber or a Lyft to get you where you need to be.
The woman who started Matt is strongly against the lowering of this.
We didn't ask what
correct.
she thought.
I'm just adding it. I'm just getting myself.
She's not on the panel tonight.
I'm not to quote people. I'm not allowed to quote people.
Just teasing you. Next on the edge, Justin Bieber wants